Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. I got a fun one planned for today. We're going to talk about how much do you actually need in initial capital to earn $100 per day, and you can divvy this up in any way. Maybe you want to earn 10 bucks a day, which is challenge 2 in our DeFi challenge. Maybe you want to get to 100, maybe you want to get to 1,000, which we have some clients and members doing. How much capital do you actually need? Now, that answer to that question is not so black and white, which is why I needed to do a video on it, because it totally depends what pools you're in, what assets. Are those assets appreciating? How much risk tolerance do you have? How aggressive do you want to be? How active do you want to be in your pools? Do you want to generate yield on yield? Do you want to, do you want to apply leverage? Because you can start with a little and, yield farm and create yields by taking on leverage. Do you not want to do leverage? It's so individual and customizable to the individual. So I'm going to try to do my best to explain kind of a baseline of what you can expect. And then, you can do double or triple whatever I share with you here. So hopefully it helps. We're also picking a YouTube winner, which I'm really excited for, a free month membership inside the UIG membership, which you do get full access again into our educational portals, into our investor groups, into our underdog community, and into our 6-figure DeFi earner challenge, which there are literally people doing $3 a day, $10 a day, $100 a day. Someone was just celebrating $250 per day. Here we're celebrating $10 a day, $280 a month, and every single day there's some new winner. We're always sharing pools. We're always sharing opportunities and strategies. So the winner is going to get full access into all of this. So I'm really excited for that. Let's get into it. I'm going to pull up my iPad and we're going to do some work. By the way, I also just started a new Instagram. It's at Rubixinator. I wanted some way to be able to connect on a bit of a deeper level, and YouTube doesn't allow that because there's obviously no DMs or messages or anything like that. So if you do want to follow the brand new Instagram account, it's about 2 days old. You want to elevate your mindset, your frequency, just the way you look at investing and life and business and entrepreneurship, and just get in a community of everyone's leveling up here, then that was really the purpose of the Instagram account. So I will leave the link in the description below, or you can just look Rubixinator. It's a brand new account. No, it's not a scam account and it's not a copycat account. It is me. So do check that out. Would love for you to follow. We will also be doing some giveaways on Instagram. So with that said, let's get into it. How much do you actually need to make X amount of dollars? I'm going to share a bit more of an extreme example here, but Nick from the UIG says it went in the last 24 hours. Well, in the last week, he earned $611 in fees for the week on a $2,700 investment. Like, it's an aggressive example, but if you are in pools where the tokens are also appreciating, so what you're earning is appreciating, you're in a correlated pair, you're earning a lot of fees on a DEX that has a lot of volume flowing through it. This is doable. Our members do this. Now, this does come with more experience. So I'm going to bring things back and just talk about what you could expect if you're just starting. And then, of course, what you could expect as you gain experience, because this is a skill. This is a skill. It is a valuable skill to learn. And I think a lot of people are still just gambling. They're like, how much do I need to earn $1 or 1% a day? I'm like, it doesn't work that way. So let's talk about it here. There we go. Our goal is around 10 to 15% per month. Now, that doesn't, in yield farming, that doesn't really paint the whole picture, because we're also yield farming coins and tokens. Let me know if this makes sense in the comments. We're yield farming coins and tokens that can also appreciate in value. And so let's just say you've got $1,000 and you make 12% on that. Now we're looking monthly, of course. So that's $120, but that doesn't really paint the whole picture. Now, again, Nick here did a lot more than that. He's probably more like 20% per week, 15% per week, but I want to break something down. Let's say you make $120 just from, an old boring yield farm on a pretty boring pair that, nothing too wild, not taking on too much risk. But what if that X token or Y token, or tokens, both, because maybe they're correlated and you're bullish on both of them, go up by just 60%. So you're in this yield farm, you're earning tokens, you're putting them in your bull run bag, and over the year, they go up by 60%. Well, now you've just turned that $120 return into an almost $200 return. You've doubled it. And that's being conservative, I think, at least for the bull run. So it's difficult to just peg. And let me know if this is making sense. It's difficult to just pay. If we're looking daily, fine. Yeah, okay, cool. You're making 0.3, 0.4%. But if we're looking quarterly, which is the sign of a pro investor, and we're building a community of investors, like, my ultimate goal is to just have people assume the identity of a pro investor. And when you're a pro investor, you're going to start thinking quarterly, yearly, maybe even 2 or 3 years out on some deals. Now the returns start making sense. So I'm going to break down Nick's example here. He put in $2,700 into this one opportunity, made $611 in 7 days, which is about $87 per day. If we kind of break that down, and let's say he did $1,000 into that exact same pool, that would have been $226 in 7 days, or $32 a day on a $1,000 investment. Now this is an extreme end. I wouldn't expect this if you're just getting started, because you don't have the skills that Nick has yet. Nick's been working on his skills. He knows where to maximize and how to maximize the opportunity in front of him. When new members join and we're going through the 6-figure DeFi challenge and just kind of starting to give them resources and like, hey, like here's the opportunities, we start very slow, very boring. And then when we get into Quest 2 and Quest 3, we can start stacking new opportunities. We also have a pro DeFi group coming out, which is going to be free. You just have to earn your way into it. Now we start talking leveraging and hedging against impermanent loss and more advanced topics. This is a never-ending skill. Like literally you can keep learning more. I learn something new every single week, and I've been doing this for a while. And I'm always learning something new, and my skills are improving. Also, don't forget about the power of compound interest, which you don't have to know the equation, which I put right here. You don't have to know the equation, but you can do calculators that do it. But remember that if you're thinking monthly, it's amateur. You're like, oh, okay, I made $250 this month, or $800 this month, or $6,000 this month, or $58 this month. I don't care. But with the power of compound interest and being in assets that are appreciating, you're getting like double the compound interest effect. Because as you're compounding your returns, your pools are getting bigger and your initial is getting bigger. And because I believe big money is coming into crypto, your tokens are also appreciating. And now you're making even more return and more yield. And again, we call it yield on yield on yield. You're making money and you're maximizing your returns on all fronts. We do like people having ish $1,000. We have members who join with way less and they still make it happen. They're just very active and very, like they're committed to mastery. We have members who join with 1,000, 2,500. We've had members join with 50,000, 100,000. We've had people, I think our biggest kind of net worth individual was around $5 or $6 million. That was in fast track, but still, and everywhere in between. And I don't think there's any capital that is too much or too little to start with, because this is a skill. This is a skill. If I literally had $50 to invest, I'd still be learning the skill, because as you increase your skills, you'll be able to make more and more return. I hope that helps. Let's pick the winner for the month access into the UIG. My heart sang when I saw the winner that was picked. Now we do use a random comment generator on YouTube, and I was so damn happy, because if someone deserves it, it's Carl Ward. You crazy man, eat some food. I was on a 3-day fast here, which broke last night. Now all good. I'm in this for the long haul, and don't worry about daily totals. As long as I'm in range every morning when I wake up, I'm all good with that. I have a long-term goal, and this is my vehicle to help me get there. Everything I'm learning from you is keeping me disciplined. Excited for tomorrow's winner. What is the best prize ever, in my opinion? If I could afford a seat at the table, I'd be all over it. Carl, I'm so honored to grant you access into the UIG. And I cannot wait for you to learn what you're about to learn inside. We'll get you going on the 6-figure DeFi challenge. We'll get you into the crypto DeFi educational portal. The technical analysis arena, this is going to be a skill that is literally going to benefit you for the rest of your freaking life. The course inside is super, super deep, and we're really going to get into trend lines, moving averages, candlestick patterns, price action patterns. We're not trading in the UIG, but these are valuable skills to learn. Really how to use concentrated liquidity tools, and really going into more advanced topics in here, plus the feeds and the chats and the community that supports each other. We're always doing TA on different pools, looking at different positions and finding ways to really maximize our returns, learning how to use indicators, et cetera, et cetera. So very honored to have you inside, and do leave a comment below. We do triple check that it's actually you, and then we're going to have admins reach out to you and grant you access for a month. So honored and excited. If someone deserves it, it's you. Also, make sure that you check out the new Instagram. It is at Rubixinator. I will leave a link in the description below and probably in the first comment somewhere. Just have a peek for it, or just search Rubixinator. This has been a joy to create because, again, I get to go a little bit deeper into topics that YouTube and Twitter don't necessarily care about. Much more mindset and psychology focused and identity focused into investing in entrepreneurship, which I'm a really big practitioner fan of. Both. They will change your life. And as you become a better investor, you become a better entrepreneur. And as you become a better entrepreneur, you become a better investor. So do check that out. Give it a follow. Again, I'm not going for volume here. I just love sharing. So if you're into that stuff, do check out the Instagram. And with that said, that wraps up today's video. What I will do is I'll leave my mug in the middle, and I'm going to leave some educational content here. We did a video on the psychology of investing. Definitely check that out. We did a video on the 7 rules of yield farming. If you follow these 7 rules and check the boxes as you get into pools, you will be successful. Then I'll leave some other yield farming or DeFi videos below. So do check them out, study this stuff, take notes, subscribe to this channel, like this video if it was helpful. If not, you're probably still not watching. Totally cool. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.